What's going on, guys? Aaron with Lansing Lawn Service, and today I am going to introduce you to a new product. Well, not really new. It's been around for a while, I guess, but I just learned about it a couple of weeks ago. And here it is. This is the Wild Badger trimmer, or this is actually a combination system. I don't know what they call it. I think it's a multi-tool is what they call it. It's got 4 other attachments. So we're going to check this out today. I haven't used it yet. I just unboxed it a couple weeks ago. It's just been so busy I haven't had time to make a video until right now. So we're going to run this thing. We're going to test it out. I'm going to give you my first initial opinions about this trimmer. Alright, so my first initial opinion about the Wild Badger multi-tool is that this is a 26cc engine, at least that's what they claim. You can actually buy these on Amazon. So look for a link below. I'm going to have a link below. If you're interested in purchasing this, you can just click on that link. It'll take you right to the Wild Badger multi-tool that I'm going to show you here today. Now, my first opinion is that this is a homeowner unit. Without running it, without doing anything, I believe this is a homeowner unit. This thing is just made of plastic, really. It's not the same as we've seen with Steel and Echo and Husqvarna. This is made a little bit cheaper, and you will see that reflected in the price when you go to Amazon and look at it. It is much cheaper than those products. So we're going to put some gas in this thing. I'm going to fire it up, just initial fire up, and then I'm going to trim this bush behind me, and I'm going to chainsaw some limbs down because that's 2 of the attachments. I've got a hedge trimmer and a chainsaw, plus I have the weed eater head. So let's get to it. Let's fill this thing up with fuel. Let's see how it runs. Okay guys, so I've got fuel in it. This is 2-stage fuel, so this is a mixed fuel. The oil that I'm using is called Opti 2. It's some of the best oil out there. I really like it. And then just regular gas from the pump. Alright, so let's fire this thing up. We're going to choke it. The primer ball is underneath here. We're going to prime that about 7-8 times. There we go. And the on-off switch is right here. And actually, it's spring-loaded, so you don't need to switch anything on or off. It's just an off button. It's not an on button. So okay, we got a burp. Let's switch off the choke. There we go. All right, so that's the first startup. Didn't start too bad for the first startup, I think. Now, another thing that concerned me was when this product came to me, here on the sticker, it says SUNSEEKER. What I came to find out is that Wild Badger is a part of SUNSEEKER. So the sticker here says SUNSEEKER, but I'm going to call it a Wild Badger because that's the people I talked to about it. So, sounded really pretty good when I started it up. There's a couple of things I want to talk about before we go into using this thing. The attachment part here. So it looks okay. It's not bad. But the main thing here is the locking mechanism. So you unscrew that, which is fine, but then you just have a ball push thing here. And that just feels cheap to me. Again, it's a very cheap product. I mean, it's like 226 bucks on Amazon, so it's pretty inexpensive. Another thing that I'm a little concerned about is that this unit is quite short. It's about 2 inches shorter than my Echo equipment. So when I go to trim, it really stretches my arms out. So that's not a deal breaker, but I'm going to switch attachments here. I'm going to put on the Hedge trimmer. We're going to trim this bush behind me and see just how well the shrub trimmer does. I'm going to go over the attachment with you so that you can see what that looks like and make up your own opinion on whether you might want to try this. All right, this is my real life opinion about this product. Wild Badger gave me this product to review. All right, but I told them when I was conversing with them that the only way I will do any videos on this product is if I can say whatever it is I need to say, good or bad. All right, so this is my opinion. It's not Wild Badger's opinion. They have not said one word to me about what I need to say about their product. All right, so I'm going to test it out and I'm going to let you know what I find. All right, so I'm going to take the weed eater attachment off here. I'm going to loosen this up. Loosen it up a bit, and then there's a little ball here. I don't know if you can see that, but I'm going to just do that just to press it and pull it out. All right, so this is the Hedge trimmer attachment. Now this thing, I gotta say, it's pretty short for an extended, you know, hedge trimmer like this. One thing that I really do not like is the safety sleeve that goes on here. It's not even a sleeve. It's just 2 things that can just be pulled off by a kid or anything. That makes this extremely dangerous. I wish Wild Badger would have made a 1 sleeve, all one piece, so it'd be harder to get on, but it would also be harder to get off. All right, and that's what you want when you have kids around. Now I do this for a living. I mow grass, I trim shrubs for a living, so this to me is very short. This is only about 16 inches in length, so that seems small. That seems really small. So this is articulating, and my Echo stuff, it articulates like that as well. So that's pretty cool. I like that for the price. The price is really good on that. Time will tell how long this mechanism here will last, but so far it looks pretty good. So I'm going to pull this cap off here. I'm going to put this on the power head, and we're going to show you how this thing attaches. So you got to get it in here. And it's not the easiest thing in the world to do attachments on, I've got to say. It almost feels like it doesn't fit. This is my first time putting this thing together. That is super tight. It is going. There we go. But it's not going in far enough. So this is something that I'm not impressed with. Ugh. Yeah, not super impressed by that. As you can see, it was so tight, it's already marked up the fitting there. Let's try again. There we go. Now it clicked in. All right. Now, if you're a homeowner and you're just going to use this once, twice, maybe 3 times a season to do shrub trimming, I think this would be fine for you. but I haven't run it yet, so I don't know. I don't know how sharp these things are, nothing. One thing you need to be aware of is that when you're running this, you need to wear ear protection, eye protection, and you should wear gloves, and be careful not to put your fingers anywhere near this. Hedge trimmers are one of the most dangerous tools that landscapers use. The reason being is this gearbox here, it has a mechanism that has to come back to the starting point. And so when you rev the engine, this thing will go back and forth, but if you let off the throttle, it still has to do a full rotation to get back to the starting point. If you put your fingers anywhere near there, you will lose them. All right, so this is a serious piece of equipment. I've seen a lot of people get injured by these. You've got to be careful. All right, so let me get my ear protection, my eye protection, and we will get to work on this shrub back here. All right, here we go. I know I'm not done with this, well, my kids want me to call it a tree, so I'll call it a tree. Unfortunately, I can't give this thing a very good recommendation. It's not sharp. It will barely cut these things. It's not smooth. It's very clunky. And so I cannot give a good recommendation for this. Now, maybe if you got them sharpened, that would be one thing, but right out of the box, it should be razor sharp, and it's not. I'm really tempted to get my Echo equipment out and show you what that can do, but that wouldn't be a fair comparison. This piece of equipment is $226 with the attachments on Amazon. My Echo piece of equipment, just the power head, is $300. The attachment is another $200. So you're looking at a $500 setup there. So a good $250 difference. So that would not be a good comparison between these two products. As I said, this is definitely a homeowner product. I would not bring this on a job site with me where I'm getting paid money to trim shrubs. It's just not powerful enough. It's not sharp enough. It's not healthy for the bush or the tree to do anything with that. So unfortunately, I'm going to stop right there. I'm going to finish this up with my Echo equipment because I prioritize the health of this tree over reviewing a product. So I cannot recommend right out of the box, right out of the gate, the hedge trimmer product from Wild Badger. Alright guys, so I'm trying to switch attachments now. I got the shrub trimmer off. I'm trying to put on the chainsaw attachment, but I'm having a hard time getting it lined up. So I've put this in and taken it out several times, and I can't get it to go down far enough to go in there. And it's really hard to get the thing in. I mean, really hard. Okay, there we go. I got that in. But now I can't get it down far enough to put the button in. There we go. I guess I just had to turn the camera on to get it to go. Alright, let's tighten it up. Let's try the chainsaw attachment. I am going to show you that here real quick. This is the chainsaw attachment. We're going to fill this with a little bar and chain oil, and we're going to use this to cut some limbs down off of a tree in the backyard. And hopefully this works better than the other attachment, the shrub trimmer attachment, because that one was not impressive at all to me. So let's try this one out. Alright guys, so I am going to use the Wild Badger pole saw here, and I'm going to cut this branch off up here. I don't know, there it is. I don't think I can get up to the base of it, but I'm just going to cut it off. Anyway, it might look ugly, but it already looks ugly. So let's give this thing a shot. I put the bar and chain oil in. I didn't fill up the whole reservoir because I don't want to have to dump it back into the reservoir, things like that. So let's do this. There we go. That works way better than the Hedge trimmer. Way better. That was super fast. Let's go find some more branches to cut down. I'm impressed with this one. This one's a good one. All right, so we found a limb that really needs to be cut down. We've actually known about it for a while. I just haven't cut it down. But check this out, guys. That is a cracked limb. You can actually see light through it. So I'm finally going to appease the wife, and we're going to cut this thing down. We're going to cut it right back here. That's a big test for a brand new piece of equipment, but I think this can actually handle it. I'm impressed with it so far. So let's try it out. Let's see if we can really get this thing done. I think this is going to be epic. All right, when you're doing this type of work, you really should have a hard hat. I don't have one. I don't own one. But if nothing else, at least wear your ear protection and your eye protection. Make sure you get out of the way. I'm still really impressed with this, guys. This was going to break eventually. As you can see there, it cracked here at the end. So I'm going to finish cutting it down. But then we'll probably use this thing to just chop it all up. So that'll be fun, and I'll get this little one here, and maybe this little nubber too. So yeah, I'm really enjoying the chainsaw. right, guys, so I just cut up this entire branch with the Wild Badger chainsaw attachment on the multi-tool. I really like it. I was surprised. I really enjoy it. The chain did loosen up a bit. You can kind of see that here. It did loosen up a little bit, which does happen with new chains, or any chains really. All right, guys, so that is where we're going to stop for today. Really, thank you for watching. If you're interested in the Wild Badger multi-tool, you can check it out, like I said earlier on in the video, by clicking the link below. And I gotta say, I really enjoy the chainsaw. I did not enjoy the shrub trimmer, but the thing has plenty of power. It really does. But I already addressed some of the issues that I found with it earlier on in the video. I'm going to keep using it, and I will come back and tell you more about it as I learn more about it. All right, so again, click that link below to check it out on Amazon, and I will see you in the next video.